What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are doing a new Let's React, alright? And we haven't done a Let's React in a hot minute, ever since the Spider-Man trailer, when that came out, which is dope, and I'm super duper excited for the movie. I'm excited for all the Marvel movies coming up, like Venom, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, all of them, the whole 9 yards. But we haven't done a horror Let's React in a hot minute, and my buddy messaged me the other day and was like, hey, I found this channel, you should check it out, you might like it, and it's called Bloody Mondays. So here we are, checking out some of their videos, and I literally clicked on the first video that popped up. I clicked on their page, looked at it for a second, and this video literally was posted yesterday. It's called Ghost in the School Horror Story Animated. So this is what they're starting us out with. Hopefully it's awesome, hopefully it's amazing, you know, but let's cut right to it. Let's do it. We got this. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby. Here we go. Bloody Mondays. I kind of like their intro. It's a little it's short and sweet.
A school for children is called their second home. Home, a place where we all feel safe. But what'll happen if we don't even feel safe there? Something similar happened with 15-year-old Maria.
Poor Maria.
Had participated.
I wonder if these are like based on like actual stories.
She was supposed to stay back for the rehearsals of her competition. Along with her two other friends, Paul and Robin, were staying back as well. While rehearsing, Paul lost his balance and he fell down. He twisted his ankle and wriggled in pain. All the teachers of the school had left, and there was no one the kids could go to for help.
What about that shadow right there?
Maria ran towards the medical
I know y'all see it. I didn't
see it.
Even
that was locked.
I wasn't like
right
the
at that
one.
moment, Maria felt that someone had gone upstairs from behind her. When she turned, she saw someone's shadow going upstairs. Maria
that
thought
boy
that
Usain Bolt.
someone from the school staff
That was the fastest shadow I've ever seen in my life.
So she followed the person upstairs. Maria reached the third floor of the school. No one was allowed to go on that floor except the school staff. Maria stood by the stairs and started calling out, but she didn't get any response.
Hello?
She went further ahead and found that there was only one room on that floor, which was also locked.
There's only one
Maria
room. What are those little hall doors?
So
what are those then?
Thinking the shadow was just a figment of her imagination. Well, just then she heard a strange noise. When she turned and looked towards the room, she saw that the lock, which was on the door, was broken and lying down.
No.
Maria was surprised.
Why would you walk
when
in
she
there?
went into that room, she saw that a man was in there, and he was facing the window. She asked him if he would come down with her and help
That's the dude who was
Paul,
downstairs.
but the man did not respond. Maria felt weird.
I'm pretty sure.
She once again shouted, and that's when the door behind her got shut on its own. Maria got very nervous. She went to the door and tried opening it, but it wouldn't open. Just then, Maria heard the man behind her laughing. He had spooky laughter, and slowly it was getting louder.
Could you imagine if they had the audio
to
for
look
it?
back and went on banging the door. Is anyone out there? Help me get out. While she was at it, Maria felt a slight breeze on her neck. When she looked back, her heart pounded. The man who was facing the window was standing right in front of her.
Oh, what the
There
heck?
was a faint smile on his face that sent chills down Maria's bones. He stared at her in such a way as if he was going to kill her. He grabbed her and pulled her closer.
This man looked dirty.
Maria burst out crying and let out a very loud scream. The man shut her mouth and started misbehaving with her. On the other side, Robin was looking for Maria, and after hearing her scream, he took the guard along with him to the third floor. They rushed into that room and found Maria sitting on the floor crying all by herself. Her skirt was slightly torn from the top, and she had bruises on her face.
Dang.
She told them everything that happened to her. Hearing this incident with Maria, the face of that school guard turned pale. He told Maria and her friends that a few years back a janitor used to work in that school. He was a bit crazy, and he used to laugh at the girls with a very perverse gaze.
That's not
One
okay.
time, he had even misbehaved with a girl. When a girl complained about him, the girl's principal suspended the janitor. Within a week of that incident, the man went to the storage room on the third floor and killed himself. Nobody got to know about his death for some days. The janitor's body was found in a horrible condition, and since then, everyone was barred from going on the school's third floor.
Holy shite.
This incident had disturbed Maria so much that she didn't go to school for a few days. In fact, in a few months, she joined a new school. To date, Maria could never forget that horrible man's scary laugh. If you liked our story...
Alright. So that was not that bad. It was more... Like it was a story. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, there wasn't really anything super beyond scary about it, but the story itself is kind of like you were reading a book. I kind of enjoyed that. We're gonna continue to move forward. Let's look for another video by Bloody Monday, and then I think my buddy sent me another channel to check out, so we'll definitely stop by. So this one right here is literally their second video that's up. It was posted September 13th. It's called Ghost in Hotel. Another horror story animated by Bloody Monday. Hopefully, it sticks up to the bar of the first one. The first one was really, really good. It was a lot different. I was expecting jump scares. I was expecting the whole 9 yards. But really, it was like... It's like kind of like creepypasta where he tells you the story in the background and has that voice. That's kind of what it felt like. But anyways, again, we got Ghost in a Hotel here. Let's hop straight into this one and see how this one does. Bloody Mondays. Oh, I just noticed this person hanging on the tree.
Hotel Havoc.
Dang.
This story is from July 2015, the year Adam graduated and also got a lucrative job offer from a company in the USA.
It is based on real stories.
4 of his friends decided to take him on a trip to a hill station. They
even
left for the
creepier.
3-day trip 2 weeks before Adam had to leave for the U.S. They had a great time for the first 2 days. They roamed every nook and corner and enjoyed the beautiful sights of Hill Station. But on the last day of their trip, Adam was adamant to see the famous Hotel Havoc. People said the hotel was not for the faint-hearted. It is said that a ghost of a British duchess roams around that hotel and wants to take everyone's life. But Adam ignored all these stories and insisted his friends visit the hotel with him. It was his farewell, and his friends couldn't say no to him. This proved to be the biggest mistake of their lives.
I'm like, fuck no, I ain't going.
At 2 a.m., Adam and his friends reached Hotel Havoc. The guard warned them multiple times not to go in there, but they didn't listen.
At least could have gone in there during the day.
The moment they entered the hotel, Adam felt suffocated. He felt he couldn't get any oxygen. After going further in, Adam realized that one of his friends was missing. When he looked around, he saw that Nancy had disappeared. Adam asked his other friends about Nancy, but none of them had any idea. At first, Adam thought that his friends were pulling a prank.
That's what I would have thought too.
But when they didn't find Nancy for a while, all of them got extremely worried. Adam's friend said angrily, "I warned you not to come here, but you're so stubborn. God knows where Nancy would be." Adam's friend was blaming him when suddenly they heard a loud scream from a room of the hotel. All 4 of them ran towards that room. Seeing what they saw in the room, their hearts skipped a beat. Nancy was hanging from the fan of the room. Her eyes were wide open, and it seemed as if she was staring right back at Adam. Seeing this, Adam let out a loud scream out of fear. Hearing him scream, the hotel's guard came running in. The 4 of them, with the help of the guard, brought down Nancy's body.
No.
One of the friends checked for Nancy's pulse, then shook his head. Nancy was no more. They picked up Nancy's body and started taking her out of that room. But somehow the door of the room was jammed. Adam turned to the guard in his hope that he would help them get out of there. But what he saw scared the living daylights out of him. The guard's eyes had turned red, and his head was slowly twisting in the opposite direction. In a few moments, the head separated from his body, and the headless body started approaching them.
Oh, hell no. It has maggots on it.
They managed to open the jammed door, and they escaped. While running in the hotel's corridor, they came across Nancy. They were all stunned because They were all carrying her body in their own hands.
Didn't you wear glasses in the beginning?
They couldn't understand what to do.
Yeah,
on one side, they had an exact look-alike of Nancy approaching them, and on the other side was the headless body of the guard following them.
Yeah, nope.
Adam applied his mind and threw a lighter in his pocket at the girl who looked like Nancy. The lighter went right through the girl's body, and suddenly the girl's body form also changed. Now they weren't faced by Nancy, but the spirit of the British Duchess was standing right in front of them. Seeing her haunting appearance, the four of them felt very scared. Before they could do anything, however, the Duchess came right at them and stretched her arms around them. That's when they saw an unlocked room, and the four of them ran towards it. Adam and his two friends managed to get in, but the friend who was carrying Nancy's body came under the grip of that woman.
But he was carrying Nancy's body.
Couldn't do anything for them. Now all they wanted was to leave that place alive. That's when Adam saw a window in the room that was slightly broken. The three of them got together, broke the window open, and ran towards the forest. They somehow got to their car and quickly drove away from the Hotel Havoc to the police station. The cops first said they're not going to that location this late at night, but seeing the condition of the three guys, they eventually agreed.
Better fucking go.
When the police reached the hotel, they found Nancy and their other friend in a seriously injured condition. But fortunately, they were not dead and were rushed to the hospital.
Both of them weren't dead?
The police investigated the hotel thoroughly. But neither did they find any Duchess, nor did they see any headless guard's body. But Adam, who was standing scared along with the cops, could see both that woman and the guard in the window. The Duchess was staring right at him. But Adam didn't say a word about this to anyone, and they left the place for good.
People be thinking you're crazy.
Today, Adam and all his friends are doing fine. Adam is working in the U.S. Since that incident, he never returned to London.
I wouldn't
Whenever
either.
any of them recall that incident, their blood runs cold.
The moment that woman, obviously threw the lighter and it went through her, and then she changed. The moment she sprinted up on me, ghost or not, she would have got rocked, alright? I'm not, I wouldn't fucking float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right? Alright, guys, we are watching the other person. I had to go back in the messages. The other person is called Slapped Hand. He pulls, basically from the gist of what I've seen in little snippets of his videos, is he pulls different videos from the internet, crazy, scary, freaky, and he alliterates, he talks, I don't want to say talks about it, but he tells it as it happens, what we may have been seeing and things that were going on, conspiracy theories. So, we're going to give it a chance, we're going to check it out. This one was uploaded on September 18th. This is scary videos that will make you scream in fear. So, you know what that means. It's time to scream in fear.
Exploring supposedly haunted locations takes bravery, and YouTuber Dark Goes Paranormal apparently has plenty of it.
Ooh, we might have to check him out.
The ghost hunter decides to explore an old house that is said to be a hotbed for paranormal activity. In the first
check
video,
out his channel,
the YouTuber
Hot
wanders
Ghost
around
Paranormal.
the property while using his equipment to listen for EVPs.
Dark Ghost? I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. I'd definitely be going. If I'm doing this, I'm going with a friend.
He hears strange noises from time to time, but isn't able to catch anything on camera.
Whoa. Oh, hell no.
That is until about 15 minutes into the clip. As the YouTuber begins to speak, we hear a strange squeaky sound in the background.
Так, мне нужно сейчас будет ИГФ.
That sounds like a car horn.
The YouTuber quickly turns the camera to
Or
face
something.
the noise, and we can see an accordion sitting on a table in the near distance. Watch what happens.
Oh, it opened back up. It's like, it's moving. It was used. Oh.
The accordion appears to start playing all on
Ooh.
its own.
Oh, hell no.
few minutes later, as he attempts a seance to speak with any resident spirits, something eerie is
This
going
man's
on.
freaking nuts.
As you can see, there's a disembodied shadow that passes by on the wall.
It's kind of neat, but that's a no.
In a later video, the YouTuber decides to return to the old house in hopes of catching even more activity. He explores various rooms.
I couldn't do this by myself. There's no way.
Then, 9 minutes into the video, something haunting happens. Take a look.
What the fuck?
As you can see, to the right of frame, just under the mirror, some kind of object is suddenly ejected into the air and disappears from view.
Look like a ruler.
Soon
Man,
after,
yeeted
both
it.
the mirror and sleeping bag on the couch begin to move, all on their own, as if manipulated by some sort of unseen force.
What the heck? That looks so unnatural
This
for that back to
YouTuber is
move.
one of the more popular ghost hunters on the platform, often praised for his bravery during moments that would petrify most people. The fact that he went back to the house even after everything he witnessed in the first video definitely says a lot about his character.
Yeah, now you heard from me
So
here
what was
first.
causing all of the commotion?
That's a
Was
no.
it a restless spirit, a demon
voice.
perhaps? Viewers continue to remain divided on the matter. While there's no clear answer, one thing's definite. This is not a house for the faint of heart.
Oh hell no.
Hopefully the YouTuber decides that 2 visits was more than enough.
Me
As
too.
another one may not please the presence that seems to occupy this space.
Can you imagine staying? Oh! Alright, so this one is we are back in Bloody Mondays. This is going to be the last video for the video. It's Haunted Vacation Horror Story Animated. So it kind of caught my eyes, a little bit different than all their other thumbnails that they had up. So I was like, why not? Let's watch it. Let's make this the last video. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it doesn't let us down. It's a little older, on the older side, I think. They upload often though. August 2nd. And from August 2nd, they had like 12 more videos up. So I mean, they were really on the ball with these, which is cool because the animation isn't top notch animation, but the animation is there and it's good. I appreciate it a lot. So that means that they're putting in a lot of work into this content. So guys, make sure that you go check out Bloody Mondays and Slapped Ham. Smash that subscribe button. You know, show them a little bit of love because they're making some good videos. They don't get me wrong. I mean, I only watched one Slapped Ham video, but the video's long, but good. So go check it out. It's they're different. So let's hop straight into the Bloody Mondays.
Scary Vacation. This incident is based on a true story that took place last year with travel influencers Harris and Pamela
I feel
on
like
their
these
vacation.
are all true stories, though.
Harris and Pamela decided
they
to
don't
go
say
to the
it.
hills and the nearby districts to break the monotony in their lives. They had decided to work from the mountains and make videos there. They expected this trip to rejuvenate.
Before we continue on with this video, I didn't say this earlier, but this man sounds like, you know, the times when like you're stuck watching like the National like History Channel and stuff like that, or in that's what his voice sounds like. He sounds like he should be telling those stories, or he sounds like, I don't know. His voice is good for this, but I feel like I've heard it somewhere else, but I can't put my finger on it. Y'all gotta help me out here. Comment down below where you think his voice is from. Like, what else does he voice act besides this? Unless this is just strictly his channel and this is all that he does. Then comment down below who you think he sounds like.
Them. And they hope to bring back a lot of fond memories, but sometimes things don't go as per our plans. And apart from the fond
Why is he
memories,
smiling like that?
they experience something they'll never forget as long as they live. After already covering 6 districts, they had now left for a place called Elmora. Harris was driving while Pamela was recording the entire road journey on her phone when they came across a huge old gate. They both loved exploring new places, so they parked the car
The
and
Waya
went toward that
Cemetery.
gate.
cemetery.
There was
a
a board on the
cemetery.
gate
Why
that
a
read,
cemetery?
British Church Cemetery, 1835.
Oh.
Pamela got really excited on seeing such an old cemetery and insisted they both go in. Harris agreed and they walked inside.
My guy should
There
turn
were a
around
lot
and
of
split.
old graves in the cemetery, and Pamela started clicking pictures. She was enjoying her time when she noticed Harris. He was standing afar, staring at a grave. They went to the grave and saw the name Olivia Richard Gray written on it. Pamela saw Harris looking nervously at the grave and started teasing him. He told her that there are various negative energies in such places, and one should not disrespect anything over there.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, he said that they should now leave. This was the first time in ages Pamela saw Harris so serious, so she agreed with him, and they decided to go back.
No, yeah, that's when you leave.
Harris was walking ahead of Pamela and left the place first. He then turned back and kept staring at her. The moment she was about to reach the gate, someone pulled her back with a lot of force,
God,
and she
I got
fell
something in
on
my
the
eye, but
ground.
what the heck?
When Pamela got up, she saw that the gates of the graveyard were closed, and Harris was nowhere to be seen.
Yo, no
Pamela
joke.
was extremely
She
scared
got
and started
launched.
screaming.
Ah.
She kept calling Harris's
Maybe it's a
name, but there
prank.
was no sign of him. Just then, she felt as if someone was calling her. She turned back and saw that she was standing in front of the very grave which had Olivia's name written over it. She thought that there was some noise coming from that grave. When she bent over to take a closer look, she heard another sound from behind. It was the sound of the gates opening. Pamela ran with all her might toward the gates. When she turned back to take a look, she completely froze. A black shadow came out of Olivia's grave. She somehow managed to gather her thoughts and started running back toward the gates.
Oh,
She could
yeah, I
now
would never
see
stop
Harris
running.
standing near the gate, who kept calling Pamela's name. He had a bottle of water in his hand, and he splashed water towards her. There was another man standing with him who Pamela had never seen.
Oh, was that holy
black
water?
shadow
And
was
a
still following her.
priest?
She couldn't make any sense of what was happening, but she kept on running. The moment she reached the gates, her eyes opened. Harris was standing in front of her, and along with him was the man she just saw. When she looked around, she saw that they were on the road, and on the opposite side was the cemetery.
What
Before
the heck?
she could say anything, Harris told her something that completely blew her mind.
She passed out
Harris
before she
told
got
her
in.
that Pamela had fainted when they were about to reach the gate. He was really concerned.
Oh.
He splashed water on her face, called out her name, but nothing seemed to work. A priest who was driving past saw them and pulled over to help them out. Harris told him that they had gone inside the cemetery. The priest caressed her head, read some chants, and in minutes Pamela regained her consciousness. Harris hugged her in relief, and when he turned back to thank the priest, he had disappeared. When Pamela felt better, they both got into the car and drove away.
Homeboy priest just
She
dipped.
was still trying to come to terms with what had just happened. When they reached the cottage, Pamela told Harris about the weird experience in the cemetery. Harris stopped her by saying that it must have all been a dream. But till today, Pamela's not sure whether all of that was actually a dream or only her unconscious body was there on the road with Harris while her soul was trapped in the cemetery. And Harris was bothered by the fact that how did that priest suddenly disappear? Who was he? And where was he coming from? What do
Bloody
you guys think about
Mondays.
this? Do let us know in the comments below. And if you like this story, then please subscribe to our channel, Bloody Monday. And keep watching more horror stories on our channel.
So I really like that because those are strictly like straight horror stories. Like no joke. Like it's not like there's no acting involved. It's just strictly him telling a story, and then you got a animation in the background telling it visually, which is awesome. It's really nice. It's really different. You don't really see like a lot of that. It's mainly just either voice acting on top of animation or just real life. This is scary. We're here to give you jump scares. These are like real stories from around the world that they've animated for you to have visual effect, and then now are also speaking to tell the story. I find that fascinating. I think most definitely we'll be back to react to more Bloody Mondays. Maybe a little bit more of the slapped pig or slapped ham. I don't remember. Oh gosh, slapped ham. Sorry, I said slapped pig. And to check out their videos and react a little bit more. I really do like Bloody Mondays. It's just a lot different, and I'm not getting jump scared 24/7 to where I'm flying out of my seat because I'm scared as shit. But anyways, I thank you guys for tuning in to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you do, don't forget to smash that like button, or as Slapped Ham said, caress that subscribe button and tickle that notification bell. And yeah, so I will catch all of you guys on the flip side. Thank you again for tuning in.